morning and g'day mate and welcome to, well, the dark fog rises in the background and the morning with me, JD, and of course our wonderful Mr. Icarus. Today's episode, planning on getting particle containers up and running. Also want to finish off the research. We have just a little bit more to go for an extra couple of construction drones, and then I have high strength titanium alloy, which is also something else I need to get automated today. But before we get into any of those important things, I need to ask the important question, of course, that is, well, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. If you're not happy with the video, you didn't enjoy the video, well, it's entirely up to you. You can have a like back. But I also need to mention, we're now in episode 8. Now, as we're in episode 8 of a Let's Play, I should remind you that by now you should have, yeah, I know, Icarus, I'm getting there. I'm about to put your new clothes on. Just be patient. Talking to the lovely viewers. I think you should hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You should definitely come join the channel. You should definitely hit the subscribe button. You should definitely come back for the next episode, along with the future episodes. Now, Icarus, we'll get to your clothes. Okay. Icarus, we need to get you dressed. Welcome to Icarus Prime. Yes, Icarus Prime is now dressed and ready to go and ready to,
Autobots, roll out.
First thing we're going to be doing is getting those extra robots. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to head into the research tree. Actually, no. I need to grab this research. This is the most important research we have. This is the Interstellar Logistics Station. This is going to be the wonderful building that will be able to let us ship stuff from one planet to another. Now, I already have some of the components up and running, but I don't actually have the access to the tower. As for Icarus upgrades, we do also want to get, well, sure, I'll have an auto reconstruction. Not that we've had any combat issues so far. We'll get some more mecha fuel power. Yes, please. I can't do that until I get Mecha 4, which is locked behind purple science. We can have drones fly a bit faster. We can have another 1,000 meters per second of Mecha cruise speed. We can have some better shields. And that is the queue full. All right. First thing I want to do is I want to start down here. I need to get purple thingies up and running. I also need to get titanium alloy, which is being researched right now. It's this one right here, which is going to require some titanium, some steel, and some acid. The good news is, in our last episode, we went and got acid automated. So with acid automated, I just need to have titanium and I need to have steel. I conveniently have a box right here that has a fair bit of steel in it. So we're going to grab that. I'm also going to finally clean up this area because we don't need these anymore. And we don't need that anymore. And can I get just sorters, please? Can I remove those sorters and everything and remove that building? Cool. Can I shove that belt out of my way? And we're going to need that to keep feeding science because, you know, it's important. But I also want to... That's all. I also want you guys to start doing steel. I'm going to want to have steel automated right here because, well, we're going to need to have steel meeting up with our acid, meeting up with our titanium. Too close. That's what I thought. Can I very quickly just trim that back out? We'll pretend that nobody saw that I put them too close. There. And you're going to do steel, please. And a belt from here to here with a sorter there and a sorter there. And do I have enough sorters? I do. Cool. So we're going to get you guys starting to produce steel with a real power pole there and a real power pole there. I've taken care of the power problem again, for the moment at least. There's just different parts of the planet, like the sea that's covered in wind turbines. It's all right. We weren't using it anyway. I need to run this belt to, well, that acid. So we're going to go, I think, out to sea first. And then that's all? No? Okay. We're going to come this way a bit, and then that way a bit, and then this way a bit, and that's the research I needed. Cool. And then I'm just going to leave the belt there. All right. That should get us steel. On top of that, I have a bunch of steel in my pocket, which, well, we're going to dump down and get this process started because I really need to have these things running. These are going to be one of our requirements for having the interplanetary stations up and running. So it's sort of important I get this built sooner rather than later. Cool. Can't have that and that. All right. To do this, I need to have steel, which is going to be this belt. I need to have acid, which is going to be this belt. And then I need to have titanium. Go away. And I also need to fill in that patch of water and that patch of water. Okay, so we're going to need to have some smelters. Now, this crafting recipe is incredibly slow. 9. Cool. You can go away and you can go away. All right, incredibly slow. It is this one. So this is over 12 seconds. I need to have in 4 titanium and also 4 steel with 8 acid. So, like I said, incredibly slow recipe. But the good news is, because I already have, well, titanium in a box, this is going to be a temporary setup. It's super temporary. I just don't care about it. I just need it to be running. So we're just going to throw this together and we're just going to get everything delivered via boxes. The only reason I'm going to do the steel there is, well, it was already half automated. Can I put in a box here and a box here? And can I put in sorter there and there and there with a bit of an extra sorter there, and yeah, I don't care. Cool. And you can have all that steel. I do want to keep some of it, and you need to have titanium out, and out. And titanium we are still keeping in lots of boxes. Actually, it's automated, so we're going to put in all the boxes. Yeah. Can I control click that one? Control click that one, and that one, and that one. Yeah, we're just going to put in many stacks to solve many problems. Cool. And that one, and that one. All right, so that should get that up and running. I obviously need a capture box. This does need to get on the... it does need to get on the bus. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to reverse the path. And then, for the moment, we're going to put a box in. I think long term, we might be able to just take this temporary build and make it more permanent. And run... hello? There to there to there. Cool. Run the titanium directly into the bus, but for the moment, I'm just going to start boxing it. I need to have a decent supply to get things up and running. Can I also give you whatever acids in my pocket? All right, so that's the first thing I need to have up and running. Second thing I need to have up and running is I need to have particle containers. Now, particle containers require graphite. We don't have graphite yet, so let's get the graphite done. Graphite requires us to have, well, coal and acid. So the good news is I happen to have acid right here. I might have just built that in. And that's fine. We can just work it out here. Acid, we're going to bring down this way. Which should let me have room. Okay. Have room to take my stone in there. Bring my acid out there. These are all temporary builds. Everything is going to go within a couple of episodes. And we'll put you there. Okay. You we're going to be setting to graphite. And, come on, drag down to here. One more. Cool. You guys are all going to be doing graphite. On top of that, I need to make sure that you have some of that energetic graphene in. So to do that, I need to find a source of that. Conveniently, there happens to be a belt right here that's full of stuff already. So what we're going to do is finish off the next research, which is the research I need for interplanetary logistics. And please fit. There you go. Okay, we're going to bring that in there. We're then going to bring the belt out, top plane, and straight to there, completely unchanged. And we're going to take the other belt out and bring it, press the up arrow and then start from there. So come out on the top lane, and then we're going to drop that in there, and that should be our 2 ingredients we need to make our graphite. Oh, graphene, graphite, what are the graphs? We're making a graph, okay? A photograph, Nickelback style. So we're going to put that into there and that into there and have that output, and then Icarus, move this way. I need those belts done. Cool. And one more. All right, so with that done, it should be a case of power pole in that gap, power pole in that gap, power pole in that gap, and in that gap, and everybody's happy. All right, Icarus Prime, come on, let's go. We have things to do. All right, so now we have one. There's always one of you. Okay. Now I have graphene from my graphite with my acid. We should be ready to, well, get pink things up and running. Now, pink things require copper. They also require green engines. Conveniently, I happen to have green engines right here. I happen to have copper over here, and well, graphene needs to come through this way and get on the bus anyway. So we're going to take our graphene, we're going to bring it over a couple of tiles. So we're going to bring you over to here, and then bring you, sorry, under that belt first, raise you up to height number 1, bring it to here, then to here, and then drop you down to ground level there, and then we'll just leave you hanging out there for a minute. Cool. Icarus, come over here. Next thing I need is copper. Now I have copper right here, so we're going to once again put a one of these guys right there, and that'll let me split the belt and bring this out at height 1. Thank you. And bring this. Good question, Judy. Where exactly are we bringing this? We're bringing this exactly to there. So 2 here, 2 ground level, and then back down there. Cool. With that done and that done, I'm going to grab a machine. We'll start at this end, I think. Sure. And 5 machines? 5 machines. 5 machines. I don't know whether I can run 5 machines, but that seems like a later Jedi problem. We're going to start cranking out those. Okay, so I need to put into this copper. Oh, crap, that's 1 tile too many. Yeah, my bad. Remove that. And you, and you, and you, and you. Can I grab an assembler? And I need you to be 1 tile closer. There to there, let's say. Cool. Bring my copper into here, and my output is going to go through that gap. Right, with that done, now I can actually reach things. So you can reach the green engines, plus you can reach the graphene, plus you can reach the copper, and then you can output, and your recipe is going to be pink things. Cool. And I'm going to copy that and paste that to all the machines. With that done, 1, 2, 3. Cool. With that done, we should be able to do 2 things. 1, I should be able to plug the pink things into the bus, and also the graphene. Graphene needs to come into that belt. So we're going to bring you here, and then in line with the power pole. Yeah, that poor power pole. And into there. Cool. That's number 1. Number 2 is this titanium box. We just need to move you outright. Can you just run like that? And then we'll put you after belts are built. Lack of item. Oh. Alright, well, I can't build it anyway. Okay, copy. And then paste. Cool. And all the titanium can go back into there. And then pink things go into which belt segment? This one. So there, and there, and there. Now I don't want to plug that in just yet, because I need a certain number of these. I need a certain number of these to get, well, a planetary logistics station up and running, and then I need to have the interstellar logistics station up and running, and then on top of that, I need to have some interstellar logistics vessels to do the flying back and forth to actually make sure that we can, you know, transport things between planets. So I'm just going to leave that buffering for just a second on that belt, just like we've left, you know, you buffering for a little bit, and this buffering for a little bit, and that buffering for a little bit, just because we don't quite have enough resources to run everything at full speed. In fact, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You are not running any science again, because you've burnt through all the titanium. Okay. Yeah, we bought a lot, and I thought I would need more. Grab all of that and dump all of that into that box, that box, that box, that box, and that one? That one. Cool. Alright. It's alright. We're on a fairly okay supply. You know, we've still got 1 box left, and we're about to, hopefully, get some of those logistics up and running. Alright, I have 4 more of those guys, because I need a little bit more water than what we're currently making. So let's plug you guys in, and done. And throw a power pole in there, because yeah, these guys pull out 55 water per minute, which means a belt moves 6 items per second, being 360. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 150, 300, 400. Yeah, that should max out the belt. Might help if I do upgrade that belt, and upgrade that belt. At least then I can feed it in at double the speed, hopefully. Don't have that much supply, but then hopefully we can keep both the acid running at full speed and also our organic crystals, which are still buffering. I don't need them buffering, but, you know, they're buffering, so we're going to take it. And in fact, let's upgrade that whole belt, because you make 10 per minute. And you make 10 per minute and you need the same amount of water to make that. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. You need a fair bit of water. In fact, that acid tank is empty already. Perfect. All right, I want to grab these. I need a few of these to start with, and I need a few of our pink things, which, as you can see, have burnt through all the graphite already. Cool. We're going to grab some of these. Now, I need to have a certain amount of these to get our research up and running. So I need to have... Oh, and I need some titanium. Yoink. Okay. I need to have 40 pink things, 40 CPUs, 40 bits of steel, and 40 titanium ingots to make one of these. Okay, so we're going to make one of those. Now, after I have one of those, I then need another 40 bits worth of titanium alloy, plus another 20 particle containers to make one of these. So this is the planetary logistics tower. This moves things around the planet with smaller ships, okay? It's basically Big Daddy's version of our hats that we've put everywhere. Bigger, better version, you know, the higher throughput, that sort of stuff. The only thing is, it's designed to go from tower to tower, not really to your inventory. So these guys have the advantage of they come to your inventory. Really wish that you got a hat, because, you know, that would help me out. And I also really wish I got a handful of those. Okay, so I need one of those. Then I need one of these. So this is the interstellar logistics tower. This takes a different type of ship. In fact, it actually takes 2 types of ships, and it can move things between different planets. That's the big one I want. That's the one I want to really get things moving, and I need to have 2 of these, one for either end. So let's pick up more pink things. And I need 20 for the first craft and 20 for the second craft, which means every single time I do one of these, I go through 80 of the pink things, plus also 40 titanium alloy. But on top of that, I also need ships. Ships are these ones. So they would cost 10 titanium alloy, plus 10 processors, which requires that silicon that we got earlier, plus they require a couple of reinforced thrusters. But the reinforced thrusters also require titanium alloy. So you can see why titanium alloy is so critically important. And in fact, I can't craft any more because I don't have any processors. So if we can find some processors, which I'm willing to bet we have at least a belt that has some of them on there, we should be golden. This belt. Yep. Okay. Just another research up and done. And I want to have green... Oh, I'm handcrafting green motors. That's my bad. My bad. I apologize. I wasn't looking. Can we go to here? Grab 100. Okay. So I want to craft... cancel. I want to craft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is like your bare minimum. Your bare minimum to get things moving back and forth. Like you can do 1. Like 1 is perfectly viable. But I want 4 or 5. All right. Now, whilst we're waiting for these to craft, because I am more than happy for them to handcraft for a little bit, I want to do 2 more things. One is titanium alloy is which belt? It is... Okay, no. 2 things. One is pink things. We're going to plug into there. Titanium alloy is one to the side of that, which is that lane there. So I'm just going to drag that through to there and then plug that into there. And then we'll worry about plugging the other end of that in a minute. I do want to set some recipes. So you are going to be making our spaceships. Right? Yes, you make the ships. You are already set up to make the planetary logistics, but you need to be set up to make the interplanetary logistics. And you are, I don't remember. You are still not unlocked. Okay, they're the ones I really want to set the recipe on. The other thing I really want to do, just to speed up them all, is all the way over here, we have our do you guys. I have our Sorter Mark II. Now, Sorter Mark II has a cycle speed of 3 trips per second per grid, whereas our Sorter Mark I has a trip speed of 1.5 trips per second per grid. Basically means that the Mark I takes in a 1-tile grid will take 1 tile grid in 1 second will travel 1.5 trips. Does that sound convoluted? Whatever. This goes twice as fast. That's the bottom line. So what I want to do is I want to stop at this box, grab 200 of those. I want to grab this button. I want to set this to just sorters and the paintbrush. Press the plus button on the numpad, and that's probably a bit bigger than it should be, but that's fine. And just you know, paste around. Yeah, just like everything. Yeah, Icarus, can you come over here, please? Please? Icarus, unstuck yourself. I'll let go of the mouse. That's a mistake. As long as I hold down the mouse, it'll set level 1s to level 2s. No, I'm out. Okay, can I go back to our box? Okay, you could have all my level 1s, and you can take all level 2s. Okay. Come on, Icarus, over here. Now, critical mistake is make sure that you're only upgrading things that already exist, because you don't want to upgrade a ghost from a level 1 to a level 3 and then find out you can't build it because you don't have level 3s. So we're going to... Come on, Icarus, this way. We're just going to, you know, just sort of upgrade everything to the faster sorters. There's slightly heavier power usage, but they more than make up for it in transport speed. Come on, Icarus. What's your issue? You're off the screen. I want to make sure I got every sorter. They're all lighting up green, which is a good sign. Okay. Alright, I think we got every sorter. So that means the 150 that are back in my pocket of the basic ones can go back and live in there. And we can have 150 of the better ones. Alright, so that's step number, I don't know, 1. First thing I want to do. Other thing I want to do is I want to make sure that you're crafted and my 6 ships are crafted. They are. Cool. Can I open that? Cool. And can I open that? Alright. Other thing I want to do whilst I'm on the home planet is I want to make sure we're requesting 600 belt. I want to make sure I'm requesting in 400 sorters. I want to make sure I'm requesting 25 of those guys, 200 of those guys. I would also like to request, I don't know, assembly machines. Can I have 50, please? Now that only works if they have a top hat, and in that top hat happens to be some fidget spinners. If there's no fidget spinners in there, they won't work. If there's no top hat in there, they won't work. Can I have you? Can I have you? Can I have 100 of you guys? Can I have 100 of you guys? Can I have... what else do we go through regularly? That's probably about it. They're the things I regularly use. So we can probably leave that as is, and if we hover over this, you know, you're supplying me 1, 2, blah, 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 blah. You're shipping me 8, and have a capacity of 56.7 per minute, whereas belts have a capacity of 1600 per minute, because they're literally right beside me. These little bots are not terribly fast. They do have upgrades. We can give them upgrades. We can make them bigger and better, but for the moment, they're slow. Alright, so titanium alloy, can I grab this output? Please tell me I can grab the output. I can't grab the output. Okay, we're just going to run you this way then. We're going to run you up on top of that belt, and then down to... Actually, no, we'll leave you raised, because you have to make it a decent distance through this mess somehow. So we're going to go to here. Icarus, walk this way. Icarus Prime, let's go. I'm going to bring you over to here, and then on top of that belt, looks like a good plan. Through to here, and then I guess you can come this way. Icarus Prime, come on, keep moving. keep moving. Throw your bots out in the air. I've left towers around randomly to get a lot of help when building. Can I bring this to here and then down to ground level? Okay, so that should be titanium alloy moving. Hopefully, providing I plugged in the other end correctly. I did, but I don't think I emptied the buffer. I just diverted everything. I did. Cool. Can I remove that, and that, and that? Cool. And then we can do output. Just one of you. There should be heaps. And, oh, power. Sure, have that power pole. Alright, you have some titanium to burn through still. Cool. I need titanium here, and I also need titanium over there. So what I want to do is, now I have some of these towers, is I want to put down my first tower. My first very, very important tower under transportation. It's going to be one of these. We're going to throw you right there. And once we have you built, I need to tell you what to get. I want you to find titanium. I want you to locally supply that titanium. So that means anywhere on the planet, you can get titanium from here, assuming there was titanium in the box. There isn't titanium in the tower, but that's besides the point. And then I want you to not remotely supply titanium elsewhere. I'd like you to remotely demand titanium from elsewhere. That's going to be an important key factor. Now, nothing's going to happen until you have power and ships. So power we can fix with the power pole right there in the corner. Ships, I have 6 in my inventory. So we're going to throw them in there. It's going to take a while to charge. You are a heavy boy. You need a lot of power. You're going to be not healthy for the grid. Realistically, I should probably power it up at the other end, but my first one I generally want to power up on the home world. Okay, and I wouldn't mind putting some drones in you, but we're going to throw what titanium I have into there. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to bring a belt out of there, carrying titanium. So I drag a belt out, and then I press tab to pick the right filter I want, or 1, 2, 5, oh, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the numpad. So I'm going to set you to 1. I'm going to drop that there. So that means titanium, assuming you had titanium, will flow out of the tower and in on this belt, which is going to make our titanium alloy. Perfect. Done. The other place I needed titanium was here. So we're going to grab this belt, and I think we're going to come out this lane over to right behind the water pumps and into there. And then that should give me mass construction number 4 and also more titanium. Also means that, can I head over here, and you're out of stone. Oh, stone belt's not fast enough. Can I upgrade? Hello? Turn it back on belts. Okay. Stone belt run better. Would probably run even better if I plugged in that last miner. Yeah, just didn't bother plugging in one of you. Okay. That's alright, it's fixed now. Alright. Stone run better. This is running out. We're gonna need stone for a bit. Here, let's make the power problem worse. Okay, you come out to there, you come out to there, you get a power pole there. Oop. And I think I'm happy here. Yeah, I think I'm happy here. I think I'm happy here. Alright, power problems. We can do something about power problems before we leave. I could start burning off some, oil products. If I had oil products, we tend to use them about as far as we make them. But a long time ago, I was left with a hole in the planet. This hole right here. Now, this hole is a problematic hole. If Icarus falls in, I imagine bad things would happen. Either that or it would lead to the end of a Lord of the Rings movie or something. But what I can now do is I can put a geothermal power plant in there. These guys are meant to be put on top of lava. The good news is I happen to have a hole of lava right here. This is going to run at 320%. They normally make 4.8 megawatts on a geothermal hole into the middle of the earth. Turns out they're good for about 15 megawatts worth of power, which is going to put us just back into the green. I like being in the green. I like having plenty of power. I also like it when we can throw in some wind turbines and then walk away from the problem. Okay, so power just works now. It also means that that relay tower that was over our planet has now gone away. So I don't have to worry about them anymore. But I don't have titanium here. I also don't have silicon here. They're the two things that we're, don't have any of on this planet, and I'd like to get them hooked up and running. So what I want to do is I want to go to the new planet, and I want to plug in my titanium. Actually, we should also plug in the silicon at the same time. So where do we need silicon? We need silicon in a couple of places. I need silicon into processors, and then what does silicon do? Silicon comes in on this belt. Okay, after silicons come in on this belt, as before, we needed crystal silicon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the end of that belt. I'm going to bring that over to, say, here. That lines up. Bring that to there. And then I want to go to production, grab some smelters, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 3 seeps heaps. 3 seeps heaps. And I want to just put a little smelter right here. And you're going to take in silicon. You're going to give me crystal silicon. And inski, outski, draggy, droppy, power pole in here. And everywhere should be happy. And we should be able to take this. Do I have worst belt? I have 1900 worst belt. Excellent. Take this. Yeah, we're doing some interesting weaving here. I could fix it. I could ignore it. I could fix it. Ignore it. Fine. Okay. You can go away to... Oh, I right-clicked too many times and went out of build mode. Okay. You can go that way. That way you get priority right of way. You can go that way. You can go that way. And then means I can grab this and bring this through and plug it to that belt. Cool. You are now done as well. I have a drop of silicon I could dump in there, so then you can put just a token amount of crystal silicon on the belt, and we could walk away because there's not a lot else I can do right now. I need to have a better source of acid, which just means I need a longer build because the recipe is incredibly slow, and there's now a lot of infrastructure in the way. It's probably not going to make it happen. Also, you're out of oil. Can I do... No, I can't prioritize that because science is more important. I could cut off science. No, we're going to leave that running as is for the moment. Okay. And the best way of making you empty, ignoring the problem. Because you don't have acid. Yeah, ignoring the problem is the best way to make that empty. Alright, can I remove that, and throw that in that slot? And then remove that. Ooh, no, please don't do that. Put that in there and remove that and throw that in there as well. Alright, what resource do I want to take to the new planet? New planet again. And the answer is belts, wind turbines, yeah, give me some more wind turbines and fuel. Fuel seems important. Fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, it's fine. We're just gonna uncap that and let that fill up. Can I put... No, because I don't have any spare hats. Can I put those in there? And I want you, Mr. Icarus. Do we have belt? We don't really have belt. So what I can do is I can force in the old belt I end up in my pocket to go back into the network and then, well, come back into this machine, at which point it's going to output and come over to here and turn to Mark II belt. But I don't really have Mark II belt at the moment because I don't really have engines. Because they take a long time to craft. But that's fine for the moment. I do have whatever I have in there and 55 of those. I wanna... They're pretty useless to me right at the moment. So rather than taking up spot in my inventory, can I open this belt? And we're just going to shove that in the circle. Okay, fine. Hold down control and click on the belt. and that'll get rid of it out of my pocket. And all right, I've done all I can. We need to head to our favorite little planet over here, and I want to make sure I have the other half of my planetary towers. I do, and that's really all I need. Miners, no, actually one other thing I want to do is tower. Can I make sure you're going to request in silicon? Oh, I had to plug in silicon. That's what we're talking about doing. Okay, silicon, it needs to go to, which lane was it? That set of boxes. So, okay, we're going to come out. Icarus, stop walking too far away. Out to here. Yeah, sucks because you were sort of helping out. Through to here. You were also going to help out. And that one there. Okay, so we're going to go to here, through that wind turbine, and into that belt. Okay, throw that down there. Defenses, can I throw, through there. Cool, you can finish off that part, and if Icarus Prime runs that way, he can finish off that part, and no, that's done. Okay, so that should be everything we need to get silicon into here at least, and also titanium in the network. The other things I'd like to request is iron and copper, and that's probably it. We're not really burning through stone. Coal we seem to be fine on. If we go look at our friendly planet, you don't really have coal either. You don't have copper. Okay, so we're not going to request in copper. We're going to request in clear settings. I'm going to put in stone. Yeah, so copper is a bit of an issue. I have 1 million left. And other planet? Other planet has, oh, even less copper. Awesome. We might have a copper shortage. All right. Ooh. Are we turning? Okay, we're gonna cap that even harder. I have ammo at the other end. Yeah, we might have a severe copper problem. It's fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Meanwhile, we're going to head over to Hercules number 4 again, and with the upgrades Icarus has got in core power, etc., I can now accelerate all the way up to 1,000 meters per second and have fuel left over. We're still burning the same fuel as we were before. We just have a little bit of more ability to burn the fast. Well, have a little bit more ability to store a little bit more fuel. Also have a bit more ability to burn the fuel faster. Yeah, burn the fuel faster and keep him recharged faster. In fact, hopefully we'll probably land with some fuel left, but I'm going to see you in 2 minutes. And the big question is, can we stick the landing? Perfect. Perfect. All right. So now we're here. I need to do a few things. The first thing I need to do is, well, pick up my loot from last time, and we might as well load the ammo in Icarus. And first thing I need to do is get my bearings and probably tell you not to cap anymore. Yeah. All right. So first thing we need to do is check on our friends who have not come back, because I put a ghost there, and that was more than enough to scare them away, and they haven't come back since. So we're going to fly over there and place that. That'll give me, oh, that's the wrong direction. Place that direction. Cool. More mecha fuel power. Excellent. So we're going to place that, and then the next thing I need to do is I need to start gathering up resources, like all the resources, and I need to plug them into the magic tower we brought with us. Yep. Can we just place that really quickly? And you're going to give us another 10, 12, 14.8. Nice. Nice. Like I said, each one's worth about 15 megawatts, which is going to be very, very handy, because eventually we need to go to Hercules number 3. who has a few friends that we need to deal with. Yep. Okay, so we need to... No, keep flying this way, Chris. Let's go. I need to plug everything into a tower. And the idea is we're going to start shipping resources from here to home automatically. So I already bought 3 belts over, and we're just going to land. Cool. I'm going to... just give me that belt, that tool. Yep, just split those right there. I want to throw in one of these, and we're going to take belt number 1, belt number 2, and belt number 3. These ones I'm going to go reverse, reverse, and reverse. Same story. I'm going to go with just one of you, maybe. Yeah, let's just remove those. It's quicker. All the sorters got to come away anyway, and you, and you got to go away as well. And we're just going to empty these boxes. I could fly them home, but you know, there's going to be no need because power, that seems important. Power, wind turbine there. Build, and even though you're powered, nothing's going to happen because I haven't set your filters. So I need to set your filters to titanium. I need to set your filters to silicon, 1 to iron, stone, and that's really it on this planet. Technically there's coal. There's 11,000 coal down here, which is not a lot. And you are going to... Oh. I picked the one power pole that's not connected to the rest of the grid. Okay. You are going to stress out the power grid a little bit. You're going to charge, but already we can see this is now minus 800. And that is because if we zoom out and go look at the home planet, we can see there's these little dots heading from planet to planet. They're ships. They are ships coming across. There's another one, leaving from our old planet, from our home world, coming across here to pick up goodies. There's the next ship. Okay, so I only need to put them in, I only need to put ships in at one end. Also, the other important thing is I only need to power up one end. I could leave this one entirely unpowered, and the ships are the only things that use the power. So the ships at the other end can fly over here and pick up stuff and fly home. The only reason I give this power is if I actually going to put ships in this end, which technically I can craft 5. We might craft 5. I don't mind if Icarus handcrafts everything. Okay, what else do I need to do? I need to grab this titanium patch, which is currently not hooked up, and plug you in as well. There to there to here. Just plug in. Cool. And there was a silicon over here somewhere that I also want to plug in. Over here. This is going to be the closest one. They can all go away. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. And that can go away. Silicon from here. We're going to bring you out. Bring you out. I'm going to wish I brought sunglasses again. Done. And can I grab output, output, output? And I want to press R twice to sort of just dodge through all that crap and plug that into... Come on, Chris, move this way. That slot. I'll do it. And again, same story. As soon as this is plugged into... there we go, build that. As soon as it's plugged in and starts filling up silicon, well, we'll have the ships come across and pick it up. Also going to want to, whilst we're here, tap the last of the resources. So, you know, this iron, if I'm going to do anybody any good sitting in the ground, I might as well pick it up and at least make it available in the logistics network. So if I have a need for iron on the homeworld, which we actually have more of a need of copper, like I said, but if I have a need, we can just send a giant interplanetary vessel over here to pick it up. There to there to there, and then I can plug in that one and 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 that one. And where are we? Wind turbine. There. There. Cool. And a real power pole about there with a wind turbine. Cool. I'll plug that in as well. I missed some belts on this one. I did. Can I? Okay, so at the moment they're busy with moving the titanium. Unfortunately, they're not going to start moving the silicon really until the titanium's mostly full. Actually, I think that was changed. They used to prioritize the first, then the second, and the third, then the fourth. I think now they prioritize whichever's most empty. So maybe we'll get lucky. Can I? Okay, no. Can I put that in there? Can I pick up that box and shove that in there? Nope, box has still got stuff in it. Cool. Alright, so you have silicon going in, you have iron going in. The iron is going to be incredibly slow. Oh, there's a ship who is leaving with a little titanium picture on him. Next one shows up, same story. He's just going to fly down the middle, get loaded up with cargo, and then get the hell out of Dodge. Yep, next one does the exact same. And they're just going to fly all the titanium home, which now means yellow science for days. It is completely automated. I don't have to worry about it as long as, well, I don't mine all the titanium off this planet. We should be good. No, that should be fine. That should be the only upgrade you need to make sure iron ore goes in faster. I need to go and get my other patch of silicon. This one here. And I put a power pole at the end, whatever. And hello? Tower. Just like drag that across the map as well. Just a tiny amount. Rotate. Yeah, just drag that across the map and shove that in there. And there is also, where are we? This node, and that's it, actually. That silicon. Oh, and this titanium. This titanium will also have to come over and plug into this tower. I could put down multiple towers, but at the moment I'm a little bit poor and only have the one tower. But I do have at least a couple of ships. So if I click that button, we can throw a few ships in at this end who, will park on top. I've already taken off. Yeah, they're already taken off. All of them. Already taken off. They're already flying back home full of resources. But that is where I'm going to leave today's episode. We now have things up and automated. I need to, whilst we're here on this planet, put in a couple of very, very long belts. Icarus Prime, walk. Yes, walk Prime, walk. I did put in some very, very long belts. I also need to crank through a little bit more research. And, well, we probably also want to tap, thank you. I probably also want to tap the iron that's on this planet and shove that in the tower as well. Just so we have excess iron, because there's 7 million iron here. But it does mean that we're getting closer and closer to... God, copper is going to be an issue. 1.7, yeah. We're getting closer and closer to having to unlock warping technology so we can go interplanetary. In fact, we might have to skip purple science and go straight to interplanetary, or even skip parts of yellow, just so we can get that up and running before I run out of copper. Because if I run out of copper, we're in trouble. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in, well, the very next video. All right, bye.